Okay guys, so I told you I debadged my STI, but now what I did is I rebadged it. I got this cool Autobot kind of 3D emblem thing, got it on Amazon. You guys can look there, I can put a link in the description. And then what I did is I rebadged the Impreza part, but it says I'm a Autobot, essentially. That's what I went. You guys might think it's gay, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, if you get the meaning, it's cool, but I mean, it's almost an eyesore from a distance. I don't know, you can tell what you think. I'll let you know if I keep it or not. But go ahead and I'll show you how I rebadged it. So, here we go. Alright guys, so I told you I rebadged my car. So this is how I did it. I went to Ace Hardware and got some Scotch Outdoor double-sided mounting tape. This is what it looks like. It's that thicker, kind of like has those rings. It's kind of padded. It's pretty much adhesive tape. I didn't want to risk the adhesive and like messing it up with the paint and stuff, so I just went like this. So I'm gonna show you with these right here how I reapplied the emblems. So what you want to do is just take up a strip like this and you cut it, and what you take is you take the little thing you want to rebadge and you just put it on top like that. It's okay if the edges kind of hang off a little like that, because you don't really need it 100% covered. And then what you do is you take the scissors and you just kind of give it like as close as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of a rough trim up. So I'll go ahead and do that really quick. Alright, now that you have the kind of the rough trim out, it looks good how it is, but if you want to make it look real nice, like I like to do, you got to get rid of that across the center there, across the middle, so there's a hole, and you got to get rid of this bottom stuff right here. So what we're going to do to get that, if you have an X-Acto knife, you can just trace around. This makes it a whole lot easier, but this is if you have just scissors. So you're going to take the tape back off, and then it'll leave a little imprint of the letter that was on there if you push down hard, or you can just put a hole like in the center A. Like if you put it if you had it back on, you can just poke a hole in the A so you know where the hole is. But then what you're going to want to do is cut, kind of like how you do a circle in a piece of paper. You just want to fold it so you get your scissors there, and just kind of do a little cutout. And you want to make sure you don't want the A perfectly, because that's way too hard. So what you can do is you can just do a bigger, just make sure you completely get it all. There'll be no holes at all. And then what we remember is there is that little bottom thing. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just do that. We're just going to basically take a whole chunk of the bottom off, which is okay. And just to make this easier, we're going to go ahead and where we took off the bottom, we're just going to make that our hole as well. Alright. So I know it looks like I took a huge whole bunch of the adhesive off, and then now it's not going to stick, but be surprised. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay it back on there. hopefully you guys have a little better hands than I do right now, because I'm just all over the place. Kind of clean up that hole, little stragglers we didn't get. Just kind of pull those off. Alright. And now, if you did it correctly, it should look a little something. If you see any little stragglers, just pull the tape up a little bit and cut them off. But now it should look something like that, so you can see through the hole. And the back looks pretty messed up, but that's okay. So now what you can do is, if you're really worried about the hold, which, I mean, I did this just because it's a little better, you can take one of these strips that you previously cut off when you're trimming it up, and just take a nice big chunk out of it, and just kind of make it small. And then what you can do with this is you can stick it right in the middle here, right across that, so you have more coverage. The little red across the bottom of the A right here, so now you have more coverage and the front still looks clean. Now once you've done all that, you're just gonna peel off the red tape and stick it right on, and make sure you get it in the spot that you want the first time, because this stuff is a little bit of a struggle to get off, and you'll have to redo the whole process and get new adhesive tape and put it on there, because you won't be able to reuse this twice. How it says to remove it is to take a knife and cut the foam away from the emblems, but I just use a heat gun, heat it up, and pull it off. Alright guys, thanks.